Hello everyone, I hope you're having a good Monday. I just got done posting my severe weather video. I just posted it while I'm making this video. Well, I posted it right before I started filming this video, but it'll be on for about 10 minutes when I post this probably, but, well, not 10, probably like 30, but, yes, so this is the tropical video. It's a tropical update. We're going to be looking at the potential tropical storm or maybe even hurricane that could affect the coast area of Florida. We're going to take a look at tracks and stuff. With that, we're going to be looking at Tropical Depression 5E, which could potentially be the D name for a tropical system in the Pacific Ocean. Want to keep an eye on that too. But right now, let's get to this. We have in the next 48 hours, this storm, the National Hurricane Center has given it a 60% chance of forming. And in the next 5 days, it has a 60% chance of forming too. And there's going to be a cold front also. It's a cold front that's going to swing through all the way through it's going to turn into a stationary front over Florida once it hits a different kind of air, but it's going to turn into a stationary front over the panhandle of Florida and over into this area. I can draw that. It's likely it could potentially turn into a stationary front after, that it's the cold front that's bringing a lot of the heat relief from the heat wave, but bringing some severe weather currently. But that's going to likely turn into a stationary front in Florida, and that could potentially help this thing form. It's not looking like it's going to be something major at this time. We're not that far into the season right now. It's only July. I think that the season peaks in August and September, but still have a very long way to go with the hurricanes. We have all of August, September, and October, and a lot of November too. Well, we have all of November. But let's take a look at the tracks. So the system is likely going to kind of swing around the coast of the USA. But also, two models take it to making landfall: the AVNI and the IVC. I can't read that. In the next 48 hours, as they say, this thing could be making landfall pretty much. In the next 48 hours, it could make landfall in North Carolina. But even a lot of the models are taking it right off the coast, and this could create some pretty choppy seas, riptides potentially. And maybe even some strong winds to North Carolina, South Carolina, all these states over here right in the border, or right on the coastlines. Maybe some tropical storm force, maybe gusts up to 45, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see. This is not even this is only an invest 94 hour right now. This is the 18. We're going to have the 18Z right now, but if we go a little bit later, this is not going later, but if we look at the model and density guidance, this is likely in the next 36 hours to be a tropical storm. But in the next 60 hours, it probably will be a tropical storm. Most of the models that are actually looking at this right now, because this is still pretty far out, so not much models are actually really noticing this. This is not even a tropical depression or a tropical storm yet. So not much models are really looking at this system yet, but you can see could potentially be a tropical storm, but none are taking it to hurricane strength, which is good because we just had Barry that made landfall. Someone told me it was a hurricane. I'm pretty sure it was like a never-end tropical storm. I think it weakened right before it hit and made landfall, but you can see there. Now we're going to talk about Tropical Depression 5E, which is in the Pacific. It's forecasted to be a storm by probably tonight. Storm, and it's going to be a storm through about Wednesday, and then by Thursday morning, it's forecasted to be a depression and die off in the Atlantic, or the Pacific, not really affecting anything, not affecting Hawaii like Barbara did, but this is not likely going to affect anybody. If it does survive after this, is maybe remains, it could eventually affect something as a low pressure system. Could eventually affect as just a little piece of energy, but we'll have to keep an eye on that too. Intensity guidance with this. Only two models briefly take it up to a tropical storm, and one model only, three models briefly take it up to a tropical storm, and 1 mile takes it up for a tropical storm for about 3 days. So you can see not going to be a very strong storm likely. We have a lot of models looking at this right now, but it's likely going to die out in the next 3 days. 3 to 5 days, this thing will be a tropical depression or just a low pressure region. We'll have to keep looking at that. But I'm ending this out. Well, I hope you have a good rest of your Monday. I can't outro anymore, but please subscribe to the channel so you can try and hit our goal if you want to hear more crappy commentary done by me. But peace out.